Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast heading into this Friday. Yesterday, we had highs in the upper 20s, low 30s, but wait. It didn't quite get that warm during the day. No, a lot of these temperatures occurred after midnight. These were the daytime high temperatures, many spots in the upper teen to mid-20s around 1, and then not much warmer for most areas as we head into the afternoon when we would typically get our afternoon highs, and still in the upper teens and low 20s at 6 o'clock. So, yeah, it was just a little bit cooler than what the actual high temperature was yesterday. Meanwhile, we'll have our typical warming trend through the day where we'll hit our high temperatures around 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon, and most areas in the low 40s. Now, there may be a few upper 30s. There may be a few mid-40s. I think that might be pushing it. We'll see how quickly temperatures warm up today and how quickly clouds increase. But I do believe that most of the day will be sunny and then clouds on the increase late this afternoon, shortly before sunset. So right about the time we would be reaching our high temperature for today. So clouds shouldn't have a factor as far as highs today. And then after starting off in the teens and even a few single digits, this morning, we will be closer to the low 20s tonight and Saturday night. So both nights this weekend, a little bit more seasonal with our low temperatures. We may get a few peaks of sun at times on Saturday, but I expect more clouds than sun on Saturday. And then there is the potential to have a little bit more sun by Sunday afternoon with clouds clearing out. There's some uncertainty on that, so that'll be something to watch out for over the weekend. Regardless, I do expect temperatures to be cooler on Sunday versus Saturday. Saturday, by the way, wind gusts today could be up to 30 miles per hour. Wind gusts Saturday, maybe around 15-20. Not terrible. Sustained 5 to 10 expected. Again, just maybe a degree or two cooler than what it will be for today. Just because the much warmer starts despite the cloud cover. And then we'll have temperatures just a little bit cooler on Sunday. Less wind. I do expect the winds to stay less than 10 miles per hour. And for many spots for most of the day, only around 5 miles per hour. So that will be good news if you are heading out to the Chiefs game. Just enough where temperatures in the low 30s at kickoff at 5:30 and upper 20s towards the end of the game at about 5 to 10, but at least closer to 5 miles per hour, still enough to keep those wind chills in the mid to upper 20s for much of the day and evening. So keep that in mind, of course, right on WIBW TV if you are not making it out there. We'll start off sunny next week with highs in the mid to upper 40s. Would not be surprised if a few spots on a few days to begin the week were in the low 50s. But then things begin to change towards the end of the week. There's a lot of uncertainty, so let's unpack that as far as the end of the weekend and the following weekend and what to expect. First and foremost, I forgot to put the computer models. The European model on the left shows rain Thursday afternoon at 3. The GFS, not even clouds. It's sunny, and believe me, that is what it actually is forecasting. It's not like stuff is missing. The data is missing. That is literally the difference on what to expect Thursday afternoon. What could also be a factor, especially Thursday night, Friday morning, is the potential, about a 10% chance of a possible snow and ice impact. Okay. That's going to be something to watch out for. Let's take a look at this. According to the European model, showing that there could be several areas getting more than an inch of rainfall through next Friday for the next 8 days, and just adding a little bit more onto that as we head into the following weekend, especially early Saturday morning. But I think, or I should say Sunday is actually when we'll get the precipitation. Got to look at my notes here. As far as snow is concerned, some minor snow in the northwestern section of the viewing area for the next 8 days. Again, this is mainly going to be Thursday night and potentially Friday morning with that colder temperatures moving in after that rain on Thursday afternoon that I showed you. And then as we head into the weekend, especially Sunday, maybe adding 1 or 2 inches south and east of the turnpike. And then trace to 1 inch in other spots across the area. All right, so that's the European. The GFS. Nothing through Friday, just a little bit, not a whole lot for the weekend. It's mainly Friday night into Saturday that will have precipitation according to the GFS. Again, no snow through Friday, but then maybe a little bit of snow as we head into the following weekend, Friday night into Saturday. Still not a lot. Both the European and GFS still not giving us a whole lot of snowfall, but it's something that we're monitoring towards the end of next week. And then I will mention the Canadian model, which I never show on here. There's no reason. I'm already showing two. I don't want to overwhelm you with the third one. It's going to be basically similar to what the GFS has Friday night into Saturday on the potential for a little bit of some rain and snow possible. So that's going to be something we'll continue to keep an eye on. It looks like that we are in the green for that 6 to 10 day outlook. So definitely something that we'll be focusing on towards the end of the week and to the start of next weekend, and maybe even Sunday too, at least according to the European, showing some possible precipitation next Sunday. But until then, I do expect it to stay dry through at least Wednesday. No doubt about that. No doubt about the forecast really through Wednesday, especially temperature-wise. A little bit of cloud coverage, a little bit of uncertainty there, but really pretty high confidence in the overall weather pattern, with temperatures generally from mid-30s to low 40s for these next 3 days, and then generally mid-40s to low 50s Monday through Wednesday. The uncertainty comes starting on Thursday and lasting even into the following weekend. So that's going to be something that we'll be monitoring closely, because there's an upper level low that will begin to develop early in the week in the desert Southwest. And depending on the track of that upper level low, that's going to determine what happens to our area towards the end of the week and weekend. So that's the reason. In the meantime, take advantage of the nice weather today, especially after a very frigid start early in the morning. And then it's not looking terrible over the weekend. It could be worse. It could be worse, but it'll be tolerable. And then enjoying the first part of next week. It'll be a really nice treat, especially considering what we've had to deal with for much of this month. The final 8 days of January. Here we go. Let's go. The biggest uncertainty towards the end of the month. So keep that in mind throughout the weekend, and especially as you tune in early next week for the weather forecast.